Hey everybody, it's Dr. Joe, and this video is so bright, I gotta wear shades. But seriously, today I'm gonna talk about light therapy. So let's get started. Disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert. So a lot of you have asked me about light therapy, so I wanted to talk about it. Does it help? Is it really beneficial? Is it worth trying? Well, especially now when people are working more from home, when people are e-learning, they're not getting outside as much. Research does show that light therapy really can help. And the reason for that is, especially in the fall and the winter, if you're not getting as much sunlight coming in, you're not going outside because it's cold, you really need that natural light to kind of help reset your body, energize your body, keeping everything in your circadian rhythm type stuff working properly. So one of the biggest things that research shows that the light therapy helps with is something that's called SAD, which is seasonal affective disorder. So just kind of like I said, when it becomes fall and winter, we often don't get out as much. It also, the sun is not as bright and it doesn't have as much what we call lux, or the amount of light that comes in. So trying light therapy can really help mimic that maybe sunlight that you're not getting. It can also help kind of get your sleep on track, or if you have something like jet lag, or even if you work at night instead of in the day and you're trying to get that rhythm fixed a little bit, using light therapy can be very, very beneficial. So now that I've talked about it a little bit, you might be wondering what this thing is over here. So this is the Carex Daylight Classic Plus Light Therapy Lamp. And so this one is nice. I like it as an option just because it has the 10,000 lux, which is what is the light amount that they recommend to get that natural kind of daylight. And this one has that, and it has two different settings. So if you want to start it off a little bit lower, that's great, and then you can build it up. It also has an adjustable head here, so you can bend it down and up to angle it, because most of the time with the light, what you want to do is you want to have it not super close, but fairly close enough where you can have it slightly above you at an angle, kind of like it's just reproducing sunlight coming in. And you can also adjust the height a little bit too, going down and up if you want. So I don't want to blind you, but I'm going to turn on the light now. So this is the lower setting, and I would always maybe recommend starting off with the lower one and bringing it up, and that's pushing it down, and then you can come up with the brighter one. So it's usually recommended for light therapy in general that you want to start off with about 20 to 30 minutes a day. And a lot of the research recommends doing it in the morning when you first wake up to kind of help you get you energized and everything like that. But the biggest thing with light therapy in general is you really have to be consistent with it. This is not something that you're going to turn it on once and feel immediately better. You have to be consistent. You have to do, every day, the amount of time for it to really hopefully help those symptoms. It's not going to work for everybody, but it's definitely something that is worth trying if you have these symptoms. Like again, if you have seasonal depression, even if you have some other types of depression, make sure you talk with your doctor, make sure this is something that is appropriate for you. Even things like jet lag, I talked about, sleep disorders, things just to kind of help get you moving again. Even and some research shows it helps with dementia, just kind of resetting that brain to get that natural light. But it's also important to note that even though there's very little side effects, because it is just a natural light therapy, that sometimes there are some side effects. People might report a jittery feeling, some slightly irritable, or maybe headaches, and there's some other ones. So that's why it's always important to talk with your doctor before you want to try something like this, especially if you've been diagnosed with these specific things. So if you're interested in purchasing the product, make sure and click on the link up there, and don't forget to subscribe by clicking down there. And remember, be safe, have fun, and I hope you feel better soon.